What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Tavian's World of Reptiles. I hope y'all are doing well and taking care of yourselves. So I just figured I'd bring you around for a little bit to show you a little bit more about what I do in the morning. And I know I've said it multiple times about like how I open the doors and I let my snakes out for enrichment. And you've kind of gotten glimpses of that with some video footage I've put out. My snakes roaming and with doors open, and you'll see a few doors open at a time. But I really want to show you today when I say that I open doors. I want to show you what I mean, because I open doors. And now I gotta tell you, it's early. You can see the lights coming all up, so you're not gonna get a lot of footage of actual animals doing much, because most of them have kind of like went back home, or never really came out, just kind of stuck their head out. But I want to show you what when I say I open the doors, what that means. So check it out. All right, so you can see over here we got this enclosure I got here, and here there's Skellington, who's back there chilling. And then down here we got my Brazilian rainbow boa down there chilling. And I'm just opening the doors, and I opened the doors really early this morning, gave them an opportunity to kind of come out. Now these ones I have to watch way more when I open the doors, obviously, because they're so small. But I still give them the opportunity to come out like I do everybody else. But when everybody else is out, I definitely have to pay more attention over here. But Skellington don't ever come out. He just kind of hang out, person his thing, and I get to see him kind of stretched out, moving around a little bit. But he don't ever really come out. He's cool and comfortable in there, and I don't really force him. Toph is what I always have to really watch for, because as y'all remember, when I accidentally left the door unlocked, she went on some grand adventure and was gone for several days. So I definitely got to watch them more when I open the doors. But they get open doors too, even Tubbs, yo. So right here we got Spider, my spider ball python Iro. He was not in the mood to come out today, but I did offer him that. He kind of poked his head around, and he kind of came up on this and like kind of hung out right here up on the edge. But otherwise, he went back in there and chilled. But he's also, doors open, or at least lid off. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, look back there. I can't get good footage because I'm short. But up here on top of these enclosures is Zeus, my ball python. You can see his lid's off too, and he is actually out. He's back there. He's been kind of coming back and forth, climbing over this, climbed up on there, but mostly he just like kind of hung out back there and stretched out and kind of went to sleep. So yeah, he's cool though. But yeah, check it out. Doors open. Doors is open. This is Tigger's enclosure. Doors is open. He was not trying to come out too much today. I bet you if I was to leave it open, he would definitely come out more. He ain't as early as the morning. He's definitely more of a daytime moving snake. You know what I'm saying? He moves around a lot during the day. So I got up early when it was still dark. So that's not quite when he used to wake yet. So he'd probably get moving here in like another couple of hours if I were to leave the door open, which I might, depending on how much longer I'm planning to be home right now. But yeah, but his doors is open. We come on down here. Cruella's doors is open. She didn't really come out too much today, but y'all saw in the footage, or will see in some footage. I'm not sure when this video is coming out and compared to the other one, but she do come out. She get her exercise on. She's getting old. She like 10, almost 10, or about 10 years old. So she ain't nearly as active as some other snakes, but she getting there. And who's down here? Who that is? Who that is? Yeah, that's Shere Khan. His doors was open. He was all out and about, moving around. He was climbing all up there, doing his whole thing. He climbed up there, was trying to visit Zeus a little bit, but ultimately he ended up bringing himself back down and legitimately brought himself back home. So I had nothing to do with that. He did that all on his own. And Antiope, her doors is open, and you can see she ain't in there. There's a P right there, but she over here. She climbed up on this couch. She came over, climbed up on this couch. Don't worry about that. It's like a trash bin. And she just kind of like stretched out behind it. Is kind of gone to sleep a bit. So she's just been chilling there for like an hour. So yeah, like literally doors open. Come on over here. Doors open. This is Maleficent. She don't really come out too much either. She don't really come out too much either, but I always offer a tour. Always offer a tour. We got Loon over here who is freshly shed. Freshly shed. Let's get that. Let me get a good zoom in. Let me get a good, there we go. Focus, focus. Yeah, she looking good. She is freshly shed. Looking super, super good. I don't know what I just did with her shed, but it was a full one. It was a full one, so she looking good. Still thick from her meal. Still thick from her meal. You can see it still thick. But yeah, her doors is open. If she wanted to come out, she could. But she does come out a little bit more at nighttime. This is like they've been open since early morning, and she's definitely more of a like early evening, not early evening, but like between like 10, 12, 1 o'clock, maybe about 2, 3. She might be moving, but after that, she kind of slows down. So she a late night mover. But every once in a while, you get to see her stretch out during the day or early evenings. But yeah, Maleficent ain't moving. Down here, even Artemis. Even Artemis's door's open and she never come out. But I never not offer. I never not offer. Always let doors be open, but she don't ever come out. She like that's never happened. Never happened. Whoo, I hit my head on that. So yeah, like straight up, doors open. Let's come over here. Hold on, hold on. Oh, look at that. I'm glad I came over here. Check it out. This is my Rosie Boa Cogsworth. He on his way out. He on his way on some adventure. He on his way out. You can't go up under there though, homie. That's not allowed. And then over here. Oh, where you at? Where you at? There you go. That's Zuko. It's my Doomrose Boa. His doors is always also open. So I'm saying, doors open. Doors open everywhere. Doors open all over. So when I say doors open, I mean that. I mean, doors is open and I allow them to come out. And I think a question that I often get from people is, oh, let's check this out while I'm talking to y'all. If we can, if she don't go away. This is my iguana who is still here. But anyway, so people often ask when it comes to, knocking stuff over there, Kovu. All right, so when it comes to like my doors being open and my snakes and they coming out, do they pay attention to each other? Do they fight? Do they get along and all that? And honestly, I never really noticed. Like, I mean, not no, I've noticed. I pay very much attention, but they don't really pay attention to each other. I think the boas are more like I don't really care about you than anything, except for like little Rumpelstiltskin over there when he get in his mood and he feeling like he all like handsome and stuff, and he get around like some of the big girls, he gets to trying to mate, and ain't none of them interested. But otherwise, they don't pay attention to each other. I think Antiope and Shere Khan are the ones that pay the most attention to each other. Honestly, when they're out, they kind of follow each other around the room. I mean, they do split off and do their own thing, but otherwise, they don't mind each other. They don't even care. Tigger here ain't about none of them. He like You've seen videos because they kind of go inside of each other's home. If somebody come up in Tigger's home, he ain't about that. He definitely shies away. He'll try to get up out of his home. He won't bite him, but he ain't trying to hang out with them. He ain't trying to be near him. He ain't trying to be touched by him. Like, he'll dip out. He'll just like leave the whole space if he wasn't already on his way out. He definitely don't be trying to hang out and deal with any of them. So he's definitely one who ain't trying to deal. But for the most part, it seemed like they ignore each other. They don't really pay too much attention to each other. They come across each other and they'll either go the opposite direction or they'll just pass each other like ain't nothing happened. So it's never been a thing. And of course, when I open these doors and I let my snakes come out and roam, it is very important that you understand that I'm not just leaving them unattended. They are 100% being watched at all times. I'm paying attention to what species is where, and I'm listening for sounds of agitation, that hissing sound, and they will put that off if they're being agitated, especially Maleficent down here. There's been a few times Rumpelstiltskin's tried to come up in here and say hi, and she's like hissed and flexed her body, and I'm like, oh no, Rumple, today's not the day. So I'll redirect him somewhere else. But I do let them out, and I let them come out, and I let them roam, and it's never been a very severe. I've never had an issue, not a once. Not a once have I ever had an issue with allowing my snakes to just come out and do their thing. You know, if I ever feel it, there are times I might feel a little overwhelmed, so I will only open a few doors at a time. And in those cases, when it is really overwhelming, I tend to just, it usually is when everybody is ready to come out and ready to go, and not just like when I open the doors and only a few are at the window, so only a few are actually interested. In that case, I'll put a few away, let a few roam, then put those away and let the other ones out, so as to not feel overwhelmed. But yeah, that's all, everybody. I don't want to keep going on about it. This is already a pretty long video. But yeah, this is, this is what I do when I say doors is open. All snakes have access to the outside. And I look after every single one of them and keep my eye on them and make sure that they're safe and make sure nobody is getting into any dangerous situations. So anyway, that's all, everyone. You take care. Love yourselves. Love your loved ones. Love your reptiles. And you guys, you keep spreading those herps.